Sponsored by Custom Covers. In today's video, we are going to be
driving through New Mexico, Arizona,
historic Mesilla, Bisbee, Tombstone, Tucson, the abandoned domes of Casa Grande, Phoenix, and eventually Quartzsite. Coming up next.
I'm riding in my RV.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome one more time to our Friday live. If you're watching this after the fact, it is March 2nd, 2018, Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 2300 UTC, probably midnight in most of Western Europe. So if you're watching it at another time, this is not live. You are watching the pre-recorded or the post-recorded version, I guess. So thank you very much, all of you, for being here. Let me see real quick how many people do we have in the chat this evening here. And my computer, of course, starts slowing down as soon as I start doing this. But where are we here? I'm popping out the chat. Is the chat here? Yes. Okay, so we have 14 so far. And hello everybody. Someone wrote first. Yeah, apparently you can write before the chat, before the live video begins, which is really cool, or not. I don't know. So hello Kelly Clark. Hello Steve Walker. Hello hello Taradeka. Hello Caputao. Bravo. Your videos are amazing. Thank you so much, Caputao. Hello Jamison Eddie. Or good afternoon, or good evening, and in case I don't see you, good night. Oh my, March 2nd, thought it was March 3rd. No, it is March. It is March. That's the amazing thing, don't you think, Eric? Yes, can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, it looks good here in my little dashboard. Hi Valdi, hi Kevin Dyer, riding in my RV. Kaylee and I say hello. Hello, Kelly Clark, Gary Akerson, yeah, and thank you so much, Viajando Sin Rumbo. Una cerveza, muchas gracias. Y una cerveza tengo acá. I have a beer here, and thank you so much, Viajando and Viajando Sin Rumbo. And today we are. I don't know why I have the camera there. See, and I'm looking here. It's very weird, but by the way, this might be the last time I have this chat here on the side, because apparently now YouTube saves the chat, so you guys are gonna be able to see it after the fact. That's the only reason I have it there, because actually, let me put the camera a little more to the middle, because I'm like looking to the side there. So today we're cracking a tropical bitter hoppy IPA from Saltwater Brewery, and they're located a few miles north of us in Delray Beach. I'm a little discombobulated today, but I always am. Okay, I don't want to spill any beer, but I got some beer on my screen here. Sorry. Salute, greetings, everybody. Gary, I'm in Pennsylvania, about 14 inches of snow. Oh my gosh, 14 inches of snow, that's more than a foot. You know, I don't know anything about snow. The one time it snowed in Miami in the last century, I wasn't living in Miami, so. But yeah, anyways, but I do want to experience some snow at some point. Watching 83 of you watching, that's awesome. That's great. Thank you so much for being here. Johnny C, hello from Battle Creek, Michigan. Jamison Eddie, Larry McCray, hello from Gainesville, Georgia. Okay, I almost said Gainesville, Florida. For some reason, I always have Gainesville, Florida in my head. Actually, maybe I should move this way there. And very cold UK. I can only imagine. Craig Christensen from Pancake and Craig from Kendall, Florida. All right, Kendall, Florida, right here, a little southwest of us. Actually. The weather has been perfect here in South Florida for the past couple of days. Hello, Christian. Hola. Telly Hack, Robertico. Hello, happy Friday, Telly. And John Sepanen. And from Heidi and Steve. Hello. by the way, as I was saying, the weather has been perfect. We've been, going out every night to walk around, and it's been very nice. In fact, right after the live feed, I might head down to Coral Gables for a little bit. They have this thing called Giralda Under the Stars, which is like an outdoor street. This it's very European of them. They converted one of the streets and made it a pedestrian street, and now they have like tables outside, and all the restaurants, and it's very nice. Let's see how that works in August. Okay, CB Switzer, love your videos, thanks. Goldwing Driver, hello from the Netherlands, the other side of the world. Now midnight, yes, midnight, the Netherlands, of course, and I can't wait to go back to that side of the world. It looks like you have a good sponsor. Congrats! Oh, thank you. Salud. Did you mention they're redoing their stuff, but having some real person to verify each video upload? So that's good. Yeah. YouTube it has been. I mean, it's bad for some YouTubers, but in the end, it's probably going to be better for everybody. And William Storm is here from the Belgium, from Bruges. Hello, William. From Battle Creek, Michigan, Johnny. And did mention he's not a snow driver. No, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of cut my trip to the West short. I was going to go to Amarillo, and then I was going to go to Knox City and Abilene, Texas. And, well, that was plan A. Then plan B, I thought about going into Little Rock, Arkansas, and before then Oklahoma City. But then a snow and ice storm threatened to come down, so I said, no way, I'm going down to El Paso and then driving back. So January 19th, 1977, yeah, that was the Miami snowstorm. Having some beers here too, 98 Fahrenheit here in southern Brazil, but it's summer in Brazil. So, so, I can't wait to go to Brazil, man. That's another country that it's in the short list for sure. What next? What's next up for your travels? Well, I have some surprises for you guys. It's going to be great, but I'll tell you about it in a little bit. From New Hampshire, Joe. Hey, Robert from New Hampshire, Joe. LOL. Mild cool front is coming this weekend. It is. Oh, that's actually good. I haven't looked at the weather though. Yeah, Miami is usually affected a little later and not much, especially this late in the winter. After February, we don't get much colder than 70. Have you ever checked your water lines out with bleach? And was it hard to do? Cleaned? No, I haven't. I have sanitized my freshwater tank with. It's probably bleach. Bleach is this product that they sell, and it's two bottles. One is like a soapy kind of product, and the other one is like a bleach kind of product. That's what I've used to sanitize, but not my lines. I've only done it to my freshwater tank. Maybe I should do the lines too. I don't know. And hello from Rick and Carol from North Michigan. Pit boss professional nomad here in Missouri, headed to Indiana. Cool, bit boss. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm from Louisville. Oh, Louisville! I have some family there, and it's been pretty bad with the. Luckily, they live on a hill, but it's been pretty bad with the flooding. So yeah, love your show. Thank you so much, Brunilda from North Carolina, from Zephyr Hills, Florida. That's where they make the water, right? In Zephyr Hills. Hello from Doral, Alejandro, and. When will you be heading back to the Keys? Well, I'm glad you asked, and the other person who asked when was I traveling next? I'm going to the Keys next weekend. Well, it's nearby, so I said, might as well. I was looking at my map, and sometimes I show you my map with all the little yellow stars. And I said, wouldn't it be neat if I went down to the Keys and started, checking off all the stars that I still have left on that map of the Keys? Of course, most of them are restaurants and bars. There's only so much you can eat or drink on a weekend, but we'll see. I also want to go. I don't know if it's any good, but there's this diving museum in Isla Morada that every time I drive by it, I'm like, that's probably a neat place to visit. I might go there too. Yep, I'm going to the Keys next weekend. And I forgot what I left up. I'm just gonna. Okay, here we go. I just love the show more than to see all we have in the Bahamas: sun, sand, and sea. But yeah, but very nice sun and sand and sea, if I might say so myself. I haven't been to the Bahamas in a while, but I haven't taken a cruise in a while. But it was very nice. I'm sorry that beer is already. And I obviously had too much Cuban coffee this evening. Hello, Filippo Nardelli. Finally, I'm able to attend a live session. Finally, you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Jackie Trujillo. Hi, Robert. What's new? Well, not much new, really. Just planning a couple of trips here while I finish editing my trip to the West. And we have Pauhana Travels here. Aloha. You guys are in Arizona. But in your videos, you're still in Alaska. By the way, great trip to Alaska. I watched a couple of your videos. It's that's one of my dream road trip eventually. Yeah, every year. I've been to Alaska before, but I flew there. I haven't actually driven the Alcan or the Cassiar or the one that goes through all the ferries. So, how do you deal with multiple states toll roads, especially if they use electronic tolls? Well, my number one thing is on my GPS I select avoid tolls, and then in Florida I have SunPass, of course, and I think the SunPass also works now in Georgia. But yeah, I try to avoid tolls at all cost. And Rick Martinez, hi Robert, I'm moving to West Palm in May, and your videos have been very helpful and enjoyable. Well, thank you so much, and welcome to Florida, to South Florida. Is West Palm still considered part of South Florida? I guess, right? It's the same metropolitan area, and can't wait to hear about your new camera. Well, that is the title of the video, isn't it? And okay, Rowdy, when waiting for the video. Not sure what your question is referring to, Craig Christensen. Well, yeah, the toll. I guess I answered that. It's especially here in Miami, we have a toll every 3 miles on our local expressways, and there's no option anymore to pay for them. They take a picture of your tag and they bill you. That's basically it. I'm late. Hi, Robert. Hey, JS Janta. Steve Walker, I hear there's a bar in the Keys that has the actual African Queen. Yes, it does. It's in Key Largo. There's not a bar. It's not a bar. It's like this marina, and it's one of these places where they offer like boat tours, and there's a bug in here somewhere, and they rent you like fishing equipment and all that, and they do have the African Queen, and I haven't taken that. I haven't taken that trip yet, but I might actually this weekend that I'm going to be there. Time warped down to warmer weather. Yeah, right. Pauhana Travels. These letters are a little too small. Try to follow your bars. LOL. Monday is Disney Springs. LOL. Talking about that Pauhana, I think we're all a little behind on our videos, and my videos of my trip to the west to Arizona. People think I'm in Texas right now, and if they watch my videos, and Texas was a month ago, so it takes a while to edit this stuff. And what I did on this trip, I was away for a month, but the idea was to have enough material for a couple of months, and. Hard to believe my trip to Finland is only 3 months away, but I think especially with the Keys now that I'm going to be next week, and the video that I plan to shoot this weekend here in Miami, I have enough material to get until June. So hello from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh, nice town, Chattanooga. We try to Oh, you're talking about the bars in the bars in Disney Spring. I'm a little behind. I'm a little slow today, guys. I just love Friday chat. So fun. I don't know how Robert keeps up. I've been meaning to ask you, can you give me some Cuban bands or artists to look up? Some similar to your Miami theme song. Oh, there's so many. Just it's usually you're gonna have to look for older Cuban music because the Cubans, the Cuban music has embraced the new reggaeton rhythm, and pretty much everything coming out of the island is that now these days. But if you look, any Cuban or Puerto Rican bands from the 90s through 2000 something, yeah, there's so much. I cannot recommend just one, but. Summer have arrived. Are you planning to move up to a larger RV someday? If so, a trailer or coach? Hi, Rick in California. I'm thinking motorized class C or B plus under 25 feet. That's that's the dream for now. But for now, we're keeping. By the way, this T-shirt is the custom covers. They're not technically promoting. No, what's the word? Sponsoring to today's video, but you know they're a nice sponsor and they sponsor all my Sunday videos. So I decided to wear their T-shirt. So if you need a cover for your RV, check them out. Dustin, still having winter. Yeah. Okay, let me actually before I continue, let me show you what I've got. And of course, I'm gonna make a much more comprehensive video at some point. But this is my new camera. It's very similar to my old camera, the one that I broke in Sedona. It's just the following year model, and it was discounted $150 on Amazon last week. So I said, might as well get it right now. And the driver's seat and the toilet. Yeah, of course. So this is it. It has minor improvements. If you've seen my videos for the past 2 years, the camera that you saw. Hold on, because I have this head because the microphone is in these headphones. So all the videos from the beginning of 2 years, for the first 2 years, were with this camera. This is the Sony FDR AX33. Very similar to this one, as you can see. Well, this one has the battery on, but if it didn't, they are almost the same camera. The new one is slightly bigger, slightly lighter, has a better zoom, and from what I've seen, it has better autofocus, better colors, but I haven't fully tested it yet. Supposedly has better night, low light performance. So I'm gonna be testing it out tonight and over the weekend, and if I don't like it, I can return it. You see, this is the great thing. You see the lens kind of bobs up and down, like wobbles in there. That's the best stabilization that I've seen in a camera. This Sony camera, this Sony line of cameras has. I did buy a replacement camera back in Flagstaff, because I needed to continue shooting video, but and I bought a 200 and change dollar Canon Vixia, and it's a fine camera, but the dynamic range is not nearly as good as this one. Everything has like a red kind of tint to it. It's a warmer color, which I didn't like, and the stabilization is good. If it was 2004, I would tell you the stabilization is superb on that camera, but nowadays that's one of the greatest leaps forward in camera technology that we've had. Besides 1080, besides HD and 4K, it's stabilization. So that's the story with my camera. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will make a video about the camera and all my gear in a couple of weeks. I'm waiting because I might replace my phone also with the new Samsung 9. According to AT&T, I can just trade this one in and they'll give me a 9, and I continue paying the monthly, whatever, so that's that. Okay, if I missed any questions, it looks like you guys are chatting amongst yourselves, so that's great. If I missed any question, just ask again. Toilet sit was funny. That I think I missed that joke, but I always test the toilet sit whenever I move into a camper. I mean, whenever I check the campers, because you gotta make sure your legs fit, right. Um, what's the number for backing your computer behind you? Glad you asked. That's how many subscribers I have right now, and actually, it was moving a lot earlier today, but it hasn't moved since we started talking. So that is supposed to. Did it go to 500? No, that's the subscriber count. I've gotten so many. Someone famous has must have mentioned me somewhere, because I've been getting a lot of subscribers for the past a few days, uh, kind of double of what I used to get. So did your drone come with a camera, or do you attach existing camera? Press for a decent drone. No, my drone is the DJI Mavic Pro. It's about a year, almost a year old. It does come with its own 4K camera with a gimbal, and it was $1,000 at the time. I think it has gone down in price a little bit, because now they came up with a drone with the Mavic Air and the Spark, and this traveler, when buying an RV of any time, those are the ones you should check out, and you will be driving the wheel. So come on, roomy, then you might get my point. Where are you traveling to next? The Florida Keys. Greetings from the Netherlands. Still recovering, as I posted on your website. Nice camera, Robert. Looking forward to the results from it. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna test it tonight, and tomorrow during the day they have this festival in Coral Gables. It's called Carnival on the Mile, which someone in the website called it a more family-friendly version of Calle Ocho, and it is, because it is mostly Latin jazz music, and it's more of a family event. So yeah, looking forward to that. I go almost every year whenever I can. It's one of my favorite festivals here in Miami, actually. Am I the only one listening and watching the sub count on the screen? Oh, everybody. Oh, 501, 39501. The count is going up. What camera do you use on Mini while driving? Well, I have the one on the roof of the Mini is a GoPro Hero 3 White Edition. Yeah, White Edition. It's a little old. I got it in 2013, I believe, for my Canada trip. But it doesn't have the best quality, but it does it does support an extended battery that lasts like 3 hours. So that's good. So I don't have to be climbing on the roof every hour to change the battery. So the number of subscribers. Hey, Rich Family TV from Jacksonville, Florida. How are you, man? Glad to see you here. It's me and Mom. Hello, Rich Family Mom. How are you? Of course, I met them in Jacksonville when I was coming back from Fernandina Beach. Back in, when was that? That was October. Love the video of you making your song. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that song. Uh, yeah, that was a. Oh, oh, Mini holding up. Yeah, I love the way that song came out. Mini is holding up good. The only things that in Mini that are kind of falling apart are the surface areas that come in contact with water, and it's partially my fault, because sometimes I forgot to wipe it down after I, go shower or brush my teeth or whatever. Is that counter on the sink in the bathroom? It's that's particle board. It's like, it really is not a great material, and it's warping, like on the edges, warping up because of the humidity in there. So eventually, I want to replace that with maybe a Korean countertop, or replace it with something similar. But it would have to be custom made. So, Robert, how life in Miami? Life in Miami is good. It's Miami. Let me tell you, Miami is a great city to visit. Sometimes it is not such a great city to live in, uh, because of the cost of living and other things. But at least we don't get winter, right? Camera model number is the Sony FDR-AX53. And what are we drinking today? Well, today we're drinking I mentioned it at the beginning, but I'll mention it again. It's a Saltwater Brewery Screaming Reels IPA, and this is from Delray Beach, Florida, which is just south of Palm Beach. Well, there's Delray, then there's Boca. No, Boca is before. Boca, Delray, Boynton Beach, and then Palm Beach, I think. And we went, someone unsubscribed. I guess they didn't like the live video because now we have 39,500. Okay. What class B you recommend for a couple? I like the Winnebago Travado. I like some of the Pleasure Ways. There's a bunch of there's the Coachman Galleria. It all depends really on what you want. If you want to have the expense of having a diesel chassis or have a gas chassis, the diesel chassis will have more torque, more power, more weight capacity, but it is more expensive to maintain. Then you have like a Ram Pro Master, which is based on the European Fiat Ducato, and it's cheaper to maintain, but it might break more often, or it may, you might have trouble climbing hills, and then the floor plan, and then there's so many variables. But as far as well put together, I would go for Pleasure Way, or the Winnebago Travado is pretty good. I guess the Road Treks, although I'm not crazy about Road Treks, but they are pretty well put together as well. So yeah. Lenny Boy, hola Robert, ¿cómo estás? Watch you from Fort Lauderdale. Hello, Lenny. To those, check the floor plans. Okay, there you go. NC3RV, hi Robert, hope you're doing well. How are you liking the generator you got a while back? I like it fine. I haven't used it as much. I used it a lot in quartzite, and that came out great. What type of camera did you use in Tombstone, Arizona, Robert? Did you see that video already? People are not supposed to be watching those videos yet. They're up in my YouTube channel, but you either have to be a Patreon or you have to know your way around my back doors. And yeah, but in quartzite I used the AX33 quartzite. Did you say quartzite? No, you said Tombstone. In Tombstone, I used the AX33, my old, the older this one, the one that broke, and I used my little Sony. This is the X3000 it's an action cam, and that's the one that I use usually, like to do selfie videos, and whenever I want to see something like real close, or when I'm in a small room, I also use this one because it makes everything look bigger because of the wide angle lens. And sometimes I use my phone. Are you allowed to fly the drone at most places, or are there many restrictions in the US? There are a lot of restrictions, to be honest, more than I would like. There is an app that you can use called AirMap that will tell you, like in theory here in Miami, I'm really not supposed to fly it. You're not supposed to fly it if there are people potentially people underneath, below, like in a city. You cannot fly it above schools, or, well, if you're near an airport, it won't even take off. Yeah, the drone comes with some software that will tell you, hey, you're in a no-fly zone, this and that. But then there's that app, AirMap is called. It's very good. I just tested the subscriber count. It's working great. I subbed. All right. Thank you so much, JSI Janta. Bob from BC. Someone asked to be your apprentice. If someone has to be your apprentice and learn all that you know, will you teach them? Yeah, I suppose. I don't have all that much time, but. And I'm not a great teacher, to be honest about it, but I wouldn't mind teaching someone what I know. Yeah, definitely. I've even pondered the possibility of doing tutorial videos here on YouTube. We are a good place for husband. We're a good place for husband and its mom close near Florida. This traveler, our moderator. Yeah, you just bought a drone. I would like to see how how is it going for you with the drone. Have you been able to fly it? Um, you do love your IPA. I like my IPA. Yes, I have. I've had after many years, you settle on a beer, or a type of beer, and this is my favorite. I like a lot of the Belgian style triples. That's my other favorite beer. We want to go with the Winnebago Paseo. The Paseo is which one right now? Which is the Paseo? Let me open up here. How do you open a new tab in here? I'm trying to use Safari on my computer. I forgot what the Paseo looks like. And okay, Paseo review Winnebago RV. My internet is slow because I'm streaming, I guess. Okay, that's the Paseo. Yeah, that's the one on the Ford Transit, starting at 127,000. I'm telling you. And is that the Transit? Is that the Transit? I wonder if that's the Transit. It has a Ford EcoBoost, so that would be a. Is the EcoBoost diesel or gas? I think that's gas, right? Leisure travel vans are great too. Yes, I like leisure travel vans. Kelly Clark. I like the Serenities, and I like the not the Wonder. What's the other one they have that is really the one that they have three models? It has an island bed and a corner bed, and then the two beds. It'll come back to me. Hello, Cape Cod, Pete Pencil. Tata Deca, you saw it through Patreon, of course. Okay, I'm behind here on the comments. I'm gonna just go like really quick through all the comments, so I can you know go. Why is the super heat not working? You mean the super chat is not working? Do you have an iOS device? What's the most ridiculous fact you know? I have to think about that one. Mount typed that wrong. She wanted to know where a good campground to go in or near Florida for her and my stepdad. Oh, man. There's so many. Let me think about that too. Um, will you be visiting the Northeast? And Niagara Falls, great IPS up here. Yes, I'm going to be visiting the Northeast in the fall. That's the plan, anyways. And it's pretty solid at this point, that plan. But I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way up to Niagara Falls because I've already been there. I've been on the Canadian side. I haven't been on the U.S. side. But I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way up to Niagara Falls because I want to go to Maine instead. Okay, waiting for calmer winds, and from what I see, I have to drive nearly 50 miles from where I live, so I have done not much drone flying as the wind have to be 3 miles per hour or less. Well, I've flown mine in higher winds than that, but perhaps I'm not as careful as you are, and I've flown mine here in my neighborhood. I just don't fly too high, and I look up. If I see air traffic nearby, I'll land immediately. But um, yeah, it was really windy. Where was it in this trip that I flew it? And I think it was in Quartzsite. Uh, oh no, it was in this place. It's south of Quartzsite. It's west of Yuma. It's a BLM land called Ogilvy Road. And if you've noticed my new intro at the end, you see Minitini on riding on the desert. That was there, and I had winds. It was pretty windy. By the way, thank you so much, Bay Boater 415 for that super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Love that, like you share an IPA and sung with each chat. Oh, thank you so much. Whatever happened to the foods from around the world you did? That was fun. Oh, they're sending me a new one. It's called Munch Pack. and I missed a bunch of type it again, Mike, and type it again because I missed it and I can't go back. But yeah, they're sending me new snacks. This one is like from all over the place, so I don't know. But those other snacks, I guess not enough people bought them because they kept sending me as long as 2 or 3 people bought them per month. And yeah, what is your favorite YouTuber or channel? Well, I have several. We all watch Nomadic Fanatic, right? But I also, of course, Casey Neistat. He's very entertaining. I like MKBHD for technology news. Marcus Brownlee, and of course, Less Junk More Journey, and Keep Your Daydream, and all the major YouTubers, nomadic YouTubers I follow, and there's a bunch more, but I can't remember right now. Tutorial videos would be great. Okay, that's really behind. But yes, have you existed to go Urupe? I'm sure that's an autocorrect error there. Greetings from Windsor, Canada. Just bought a Winnebago 27. I'm looking forward to our camping season. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm happy trails, man. Happy camping. You're gonna have a great time. Welcome to the club. I missed the closing of your last live chat and the new demo of Riding to the West. I hope you kick out the jams in this video too. Rocket Robert. Thank you, Pinky. Hey yo. Okay, Maine is beautiful too. Nice fall foliage, but our IPAs are better. Uh, uh, I'm gonna try to visit as many places as I can in the Northeast for sure. But we'll see. I'm going to the Hershey, Pennsylvania show, and from there we'll continue north or northeast. This time my drone is not as expensive as yours. It has no GPS, only 720p camera. Basically a toy, but a good starter. Yes, yeah. The thing with the no GPS, it's a lot harder to drive or to fly, I guess. Um, Even my older DJI Phantom had more. It was rudimentary, but it had some GPS. Yeah. Well, if you learn how to drive to fly that one, then when you get the good one, it's going to be like really easy. Which is you should check out America's first solar city, Babcock Ranch, Florida, near Fort Myers. America's first solar city. I'm gonna check it out. I noticed many RVs or fifth wheels have the slide out. We don't see that in Europe. Have you ever looked into why that is? Well, the thing with a lot of these fifth wheels are not usable with the slides in. They're meant to be parked somewhere and you put the slides out. And yeah, I have noticed that European RVs usually don't have slides, and that's just basically so you have more room inside. But sometimes it becomes unusable or very hard to use the RV when the slides are in. But I have no personal experience, and I personally don't want an RV with a slide. If anything, I'll have one slide with, like, if I get a class B plus or a C where the dinette is, I wouldn't mind a slide there, but that's it. Greetings from our nation's capital. All right, DC in the house. Have you ever looked at Coach House RVs? They are built in Florida. Yes, I do, and they're very well built. They have all this like unibody fiberglass bodies, but I haven't found a floor plan that I like, to be honest. And if so, but yeah, they're really good. I follow the same YouTuber. Oh, by the way, I'm talking about YouTubers. I also follow the Wings that now they're crossing the Panama Canal. The RV gigs that went with them. I follow a lot of people, even some people who are not RVers, who are just travelers. And but yeah, there's so many. Maybe I'll go through my YouTube channels with you guys. What's the weather over there in Windsor? Okay. I like Nomadic Fanatic and his cat Jax. Yeah, they're always usually very entertaining. Lately, he's been pretty much doing nothing up there in taking care of things in Washington. But I like him when he goes traveling to places where I haven't been, so I can take notes. It's Isn't Disney World a people trap operated by a mouse? I've never thought of it that way, but yeah. What's your top vehicle engine size? Well, it's a 2004 Kia Sorento EX, a rear-wheel drive, and it has a 3.5-liter V6, and it does an adequate job. Would you pull your camper into Mexico and do any camping? Definitely. I thought about it when I was in Yuma, but definitely I might start with Mexico light. Go maybe I'll go into Baja, San Felipe all the way down to Cabo, but eventually, not with this RV, but when I move to a B or B plus, I want to do South America eventually at some point. Are you excited to go to Europe? Oh yeah, definitely, because I've never RV'd in Europe for one thing. I've never been to any of the three countries that I plan to visit: Finland, Sweden, and Norway. And I haven't driven stick shift in over 10 years, so I'm actually looking forward to that. Acadia National Park. Oh, definitely the first sunrise in the United States. I believe. Um, Acadia or Arvadia. I love the misspellings. Hi from Mumbai. All right, Mumbai. All that you guys are like down there. Mumbai. I love your Miami vlogs. Thank you so much, Mahitab Khan. Robert, do you think you will be coming down to Jersey Shore anytime soon to camp? Well, maybe after Pennsylvania. I want to camp at that place. It's a parking lot. It's an expensive parking lot. It's right next to New York, in across the river. Liberty Harbor. Are you planning? But yes, definitely the Jersey Shore would be nice. Are you planning a meetup at Hershey? Is a great show. I went last fall and really enjoyed it. Yes, I'm not gonna be there during the weekend. I intend to leave on Friday. But yeah, if you're gonna be there during the week, definitely we can think of something. Going to have to take a break. Dogs are requesting their walks. Hey, you probably left already, but yeah, probably you'll be back. We still have like 20 minutes. So right now we don't have a a moderator, guys. We purchased a lot of your music on iTunes because we prepare full time and take long drives. It's uplifting and reminds of the road because of your videos. By the way, I'm gonna put a couple more songs on on iTunes and the rest because CD Baby has a special offer. I have to check it out. So I might put because right now all the new music is only on CD Baby, but they're having a special offer where I can put it everywhere else for very little money. So I might do that. So I can move this around. There. Do you make a living on YouTube, To Doves Nation? As of the moment, yes. I'm still a little bit on the red, but it's growing, and very soon I'm gonna be able to make a living on YouTube for sure. And that's a dream come true for me, by the way, guys. This is I should have done it 10, 20 years ago, but 10, 20 years ago there was no YouTube, so I had no way of anybody watching my videos. Greetings from Jacksonville, from Jim Evans. Enjoy your work, keep it up. Thank you so much. How long have you been on YouTube? Well, I've been on YouTube since my first channel. I started like in 2007, and it was all my music, like me playing at places here and there. So there was a lot of copyright issues. I couldn't monetize that channel anyways, and I decided to make a new channel, which is Traveling Robert, my travel channel in 2011, and I uploaded all my backlog of travel videos. It was like 20 videos. I uploaded them all, and then I started, and after that it started growing. Oh, free parking spot in the area, and I missed that one. For that one I'm going to go back because, free parking lot, right? And I don't know where that chat window is. In Connecticut, always enjoy your vlogs. Look forward to meeting you sometime in the future. I have space here if you know. Oh, thank you, the elusive wanderer. Next trip in Europe must be in Italy. Oh, definitely, definitely. First sunrise in the U.S. is in Alaska. Wouldn't that be the last sunrise? I don't know. When you were in Cuba, did you visit Pinar del Rio? Yes, I did. I've been to Viñales and Soroa, and I actually worked in the tobacco fields. Worked not because I didn't get paid, but as part of school, you had to spend 45 days a year doing agricultural work. So I got to work on the tobacco fields of Pinar del Rio. So, yep, I've been there a few times. Um, we are torn between Pleasure Way Plateau XLTS and XLTD and the Leisure Vans Unity. Unity, that's the one that I was thinking of earlier. Well, the XLTD has dual twin beds. The XLTS has the sofa bed in the back and then the two seats. So, and then the Unities. I like the Unity Island bed just because it doesn't have slides and because it is an island bed. But what was your first thought when you woke up this morning? Woke up this morning. You guys remember that? The Sopranos. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember what I thought of this morning. I have a few videos of 2017 Hershey RV show. Oh, you do? Maybe I'll check it out. Acadia and Cadillac. You should visit the Alps, Robert. Austria, Italy, Switzerland, France, definitely. IPA, yes, we have an IPA today. Saludos desde Chile. We are waiting for you here at the very south. Someday I'm gonna make it to Chile, for sure. The southernmost point in South America, down there. Looking forward to meet and greeting Hershey, pal. Oh, definitely. Looking forward to meeting you too. UB40. UB40, weren't didn't they sing Red, Red Wine? That was UB40, right? Leisure, great in design, but still archaic in power management. Yes, I agree. I highly advise Go Pleasure Way. Yeah, the Leisures, they've fallen behind in some aspects. I even think they still have a 5-gallon water heater when everybody else has moved to the Truma Aqua Gold. So, yeah. You interviewed Word the Russos. Are you planning any more interviews with fellow RVers? Yes, I have, but I haven't really followed through on that. But I will. I will interview other fellow RVers. I just have to contact them and yeah. My fiance, my mother, and I say hi from Indianapolis. You should come here Memorial Day weekend. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year we can do that. Go to the Great Adventure RV Park in New Jersey. Cool. I'll make a note of that. I have good wine waiting for you, man. All right. Chilean wine. Some Carmenere you got down there? Hi from Mount Dora, or is it Mount Dora? I really liked Mount Dora, by the way. When do you plan to buy a new RV? I don't have any plans to buy a new RV at the moment, but really no plans. When it happens, it happens. Alaska spans the international date line. It is the northernmost, easternmost, and westernmost state. Isn't the date line like through the Bering Strait? I don't know. I might be wrong. So if some part of Alaska is on the eastern hemisphere, well, yeah, definitely. Is it raining out there? I just heard some noise. Best place to eat in Tampa? Go. Oh, I would have to say the oldest restaurant in the United States, the Columbia. And thank you, Android, for those $5, man. Buy a beer on me. Well, I bought this 6-pack at Publix today, so cheers. It's really good too. Just joined, got off work. Oh, okay. Drinking a beer. Yeah, that new camera, man. I really hope it works well. I was testing it last night, and the best test is at night because, and the autofocus, it seems to work a lot faster than that's the one gripe I had with that older camera. but the stabilization is insane. It's insane with the zoom all the way in. If you hold it somewhat steadily, it looks like it is on a tripod. It's incredible. I hope I don't drop this one. IPA stout, lager or L? IPA, 100%. Ale will be my second. But the IPA is a type of ale, so just love your sunrises and sunsets. Keep up the good work and safe travels, my new friend. Thank you so much, Papa Larry. You look like a great guy to drink a beer with. Let's get drunk together. Yeah, sure. One of these days. As long as I don't have to drive after. Dove's Nation, you look. Wait, oh no, I already read that one. Maybe I'm getting drunk. Exploring Tampa. Lagers and ale define all beers. Yes, it's just the temperature you ferment what defines between those styles. Cool. You learn something new every day. Thank you so much, Exploring Tampa. And Rick Fiddler, do you use a Wi-Fi booster in your RV? No, but I should. And that's one of the next purchases I'm going to make. But since I'm not going to do any major traveling until September, I'm going to wait until September to make the expense. But yeah, I need a Wi-Fi Ranger. And if anybody has any recommendations, let me know, because I've been watching the channel, Chris and Cherie of Technomaria, and maybe they'll have some recommendation. And thank you so much for that super chat. Happy Friday, MFH Airstream, and happy Friday to you all. How can you keep your Mini warm in the winter? Well, the coldest I experienced in this last trip was 20 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what, -7, -7 or 8 Celsius. I don't know how much. And I just kept the furnace on all night. And yeah, eventually I have to put some of those reflectives in the windows if I'm going to be in cold weather for long periods of time, because the drafts, when that furnace kicks off, 5 minutes later you can feel the cold creeping in through the windows and the walls. That mini teeny the insulation is not great. By the way, Alex Cruz, thank you so much for that super chat, man. I appreciate it. Do you know if the custom covers are rated for snowy areas? My cover, it just collapsed on my boat. I'm sure they are. They are from. They are located in Little Rock, Arkansas. So I'm sure they know about snow. So yes, I'm pretty sure they are. 12 inches of snow in New Jersey today. Yeah, winter is. I think this is probably the last winter storm, right? I'll be looking into that camera. My Panasonic 4K has a bad built-in mic, and I have to use the Zoom H1 for audio. I have that same Zoom H1, by the way. But these cameras, they have a pretty decent microphone up here. It's pretty good with wind, and this one has surround sound, but it doesn't work on 4K. So on 4K I only have stereo, which is fine, because yeah, answer it. And Fly Pelican, that's for Jackie. I'm drinking some IPA from Wynwood Brewery. What are you drinking? Well, I'm drinking some IPA from Saltwater Brewery from Delray Beach, Florida. Hello from Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Hola. Micro Mini became Mini Teeny. What would you name your boat if you had one? It depends on the size. But I don't know. I haven't thought of that. But I'll think of something. Salud, Alex. What are the best beach in all of Florida? That's easy. Destin. Exploring Tampa. Just saw snow for the first time in my life at 30, about a month ago. Florida problems. But it didn't snow in Tampa. It must have been further north. Yeah. Venha a Brasil, mas quando estiver mais seguro. I'll go to Brazil whenever I probably earlier, but definitely when I do my tour of South America, which is it's a long-term plan, probably I would say in 5 years or so. Rebilarov, greetings from LA. When will you be driving to the West music video. As soon as I finish all these videos from the West, I'm gonna do a video showing images of this trip to the West and maybe a little bit of me singing. Although I didn't film myself singing when I sang that song, driving to the West, but yeah, need a strap for the camera. Yeah, I should get a strap for that camera. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't think it has a strap anywhere to put a strap. I guess I could. I don't know. These camcorders, since I'll just try not to drop it, and I'll keep it in my bag as much as possible. When I grow up, I want to be like them, Robert Morales. Thank you, Alex. Kendra Bergman, hi from Pennsylvania, and from India, Mumbai. Hello there. Another YouTuber was just in India, and he used to be an RVer. It's called When in Rome Travels. Very, very cool family. When in Rome Travels. Angel and Kaylig. And Kelly Clark, thank you for that super chat. $5. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And we continue here. I have a question. Why don't you make more videos on cooking in an RV? I love Cuban cuisine. Well, it's kind of hard to make the video sometimes. I just have to get used to it and maybe have the camera set up somewhat permanently, a GoPro mount or something, to make it easier. But sometimes I'm busy enough just cooking, and I don't think to put the camera. And sometimes the audio comes out really bad because I have to put a microphone, all that stuff. But I will. Yeah, Alex, where's Grandma Patty? How to refresh it up? Just a few back days ago, I discovered your channel and I really love it. Oh, thank you so much and welcome. I welcome all the new subscribers. I'm getting a lot of new subscribers lately, and that's awesome. You see that the number 39503. That's how many we have right now. That's why I have the count there. I was expecting to reach 40,000 by next weekend. I might. It might be earlier. It might be later. You never know. Sometimes I get 100 subs a day. Sometimes I get 50. And I don't know this number. I wonder if this is the guy. I'll call him later because I'm busy right now because I have a super chat from Red Jaguar 100. Looking forward to meeting you in September up in the Hershey show, and thank you so much for that super chat, and thank you so much Jamison Eddie for that super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Oh man, this is great narration on your videos. Ever check out the big trees in California? Not yet, but whenever I go to the Pacific Northwest, I'm gonna pass by there, and that should be next year. Next year I would like to finish covering the lower 48. So we'll see. I really hope I'm able to make that happen. Greetings from London, Ontario. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I might pass by Ontario. If I go to New England, I might go into Canada. Oh my God! I wonder if this is the guy that I called yesterday for the Iron Fence. You recognize that song? I heard gas is going up this spring. By the way, gas in California, you guys are not gonna believe it. It's almost $4. Those of you in Miami, please explain the appeal of Wynwood. I was there about a year ago and I don't get it. I love Seminole Heights. Well, Alex, you explain Wynwood. I haven't really been to Wynwood. I want to do a video in Wynwood soon. Maybe I can team up with Alex and we'll do something up there because I really haven't. I've been there once but it used to be a really bad neighborhood, like 20 years ago, and they gentrified and did all the murals on the side of the street. But yeah, definitely, I would like to go and make a good video about it, and yeah. Salud. Thank you, Jameson. Nice ringtone. Thank you, Anwar. Oh my God, amazing ringtone. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of mine. Really. Right now, watching with my family on Chromecast. Hey, how to refresh it up. Really love your travel vlogs. My name is Vicky. Well, welcome. Let's do some local. Message retracted. Okay. Let me keep going down. In regards to your RV, what is the best and worst purchase you've ever made? Bob from BC. Well, best purchase, hands down, my water heater for the RV. I mean, we're talking about the RV. Trying to think of something worse, like worthless stuff that I bought. I'm trying to think. Everything has pretty much worked out. Let me think about the worst. Can you cover seaside of Canada? I'm thinking of doing at least the Bay of Fundy. Digging the ringtone. If you go to Ontario, come to Grand Island, New York, and then take the Maid of the Mist boat tour under the falls and walk through the Cave of the Winds. Yeah, I've done the Maid of the Mist on the Canadian side, so I would love to do the Cave of the Winds for sure. Yeah. You inspire me to make my own traveling vlogs. I just think go for it. Love your Lagos video. Alex Cruz, Robert, let's get together and let's do Wingwood video. This way, your viewers can definitely see how awesome the wood is. Yeah, I mean, maybe sometimes we go places and we don't like them. I mean, I didn't like Helen, Georgia. Maybe for some people it is amazing, and I so far I did that one time I did go to Wingwood. I didn't go to the Wingwood Walls area. I went to the basically Midtown, and I didn't think it was all that, but maybe I wasn't really in the right place. So definitely, after these 2 weekends that I'm going to be on the Keys, we could do Wingwood. And by the way, how to refresh it up? Let's go for it. Just point the camera and upload it to YouTube. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. It just has to be there, and you figure it out little by little. That's how it is. Brack from Walk. Hey, welcome back, Eric. Got a question to any Latin folks online. See a Christmas tree lit in a Latin home? Is this a Latin thing? Yeah, Latin people sometimes forget to take down the Christmas tree. You know what happened? What happens in Latin countries? You celebrate Christmas until January 6th. But then now it's February, it's March, and yeah, some people just forget to do it. Yeah, it's a thing. It's happened to all of us. One of the worst neighborhoods in South Florida, definitely, but we had to show him how awesome it is now. Okay, we'll do that. After doing Windwood vlog, come to Tampa and we'll hit Seminole Heights. You'll see why I compared the two. Okay, I'm down. I'm down with it. Actually, maybe on my way up north now when I go to the New England, I have to pass by Central Florida. Maybe I'll just take the 2-hour detour and we'll go through Tampa, and maybe we can do that. Hi Robert, have you seen this cell phone? The Wii Boost? Yes, I have the Wii Boost Drive 4G. I think it's called the 4GR, the one for RV. That's the one that I have. But I don't have a Wi-Fi booster. I just have the cell phone booster. I have Music City as my ringtone. Oh, that's cool. Red Jaguar. Oh man, that's awesome. Daniel Velasquez. Have good reviews. Have a good reviews. The water heater finally works. I bought a Truma Aqua Go, and it's a fantastic. It's an outstanding product. It was very expensive, but sometimes you get what you pay for. And in this place, in this time, we did Orestes, Stays hooked. Yes, I'm Cuban. I was born in Cuba. Came here when I was 17. Bob from BC, what's your biggest screw up in the kitchen? I burned a couple of things, but nothing major. Yeah, I burned a stew once, and I was actually even making a video about it. And I burned the stew. It just ran out of water. All the water evaporated for some reason. That's probably the worst. Another area I recommend is the Columbia River Gorge, which follows Washington, Oregon state line. Yes, the Columbia River, isn't that like the Lewis and Clark trail? Yeah, definitely I want to do that also when I visit the Pacific Northwest, of course. Which I've been thinking, if it's too long of a drive when we do it, and if we can get it something relatively price wise, affordable, just to fly to Seattle and rent an RV up there. I'm curious, your fans from worldwide, how are you gonna travel abroad with your RV? LOL. Well, it's actually a lot of people just ship the RVs on containers around the world, especially if you have an RV that is serviceable all over the world, for example, like the Mercedes Sprinter, that type of, or Toyota, or one of those types of engines, and mechanically that is serviceable in many countries around the world. A lot of people do that. Not a lot, but some. Which water heater did you purchase? Did you install it yourself? No, no. I got the Truma Aquago. They don't let you install it. They don't sell it to you directly. So La Mesa RV installed it, and they did a decent job. Um, okay, then this latter family is a bit late. Yeah, yeah, probably. Chris Goodness, hello, and also YouTuber from Miami. Any planning to meet up with him? Yeah, David's been here. I've watched him a couple of times, but I know I haven't contacted him. Maybe we'll do. Let's go through Overtown. LOL. You know, Overtown is supposedly a very historic neighborhood. Believe it or not, it's a very bad neighborhood in Miami. Here in Miami as well, but it is a historic neighborhood. Supposedly has this very famous restaurant and very famous theater. Back in the day, all the jazz musicians used to play there. And we've been downsizing, toss all the Christmas decorations and our fake tree. Well, now you can have one of those modern LED trees. Jameson Eddie, I have to go. Happy and safe travels, Robert. Can't wait to see your new videos every week. Well, thank you so much for being here. Central Florida, woohoo, cool. That can be a full on camera. Yeah. You should join us on our Wingwood tour near Orlando, 5 hours from the Miami area. Eric, I used to, this traveler, we used to do Orlando. I don't know if I've told this story, but earlier when we were younger, and we used to leave Miami like at, I want to say 5 a.m. Do one of the Disney parks until 9 p.m. and then return to Miami and arrive here early in the morning. That turnpike. You need to get an instant pot for Minitini. You will love it. I've been thinking about it. So when we start full timing, I'm probably going to do that. Do those one pot meals in the instant pot. Maybe I can even make it work with the inverter. It would be cool collaboration video with you and Robert. Yeah, I love your shot from the top of the RV. How and when do you put the GoPro up there? Well, up there. Almost 4 years ago, no, 3 years, about a little over 3 years ago, I put the GoPro mount that is meant for a helmet. I stuck it in there. It has that 3M tape that is supposed to be like really good, and it's really good because it's still up there. And yeah, I just put the camera on that mount. But at the beginning, I was certain that it was going to end up in the middle of the road at some point, but it's held up. It will make great video though. Are you going to travel to the Northeast? Yes, definitely in the fall. That's the plan, anyways. Juliano, hey, Juliano from Brazil. Juliano's pal history. But from when you end up today live program, can you play something on your guitar while dancing for the camera? No, I have two left feet, man. I cannot, I cannot dance. Um, but there are places around we could do, which would love to partake and collaborate. If you recall, we did some stuff when he was in Lake Louisa. Just woke up in Bangkok, Thailand. Someday I'm gonna make it to Thailand, to Bangkok. Uh, Someday. How many RV parks you visited in the Florida Keys? Ooh, like 5 or 6 or 7, for sure. And two of them have closed down since. What happened to the side and rear cameras on the RV? I haven't put it anymore, but I will. I will. Especially the side camera. The rear camera I wasn't too crazy about. Obsessive compulsive from the UK. Hi there. And by the way, it's 7:10. I'm gonna have to start wrapping it up here real soon. What are you going to do with studio when I go full time? Well, I'm just gonna have to fit all this stuff in Minitini. Hello from unusually warm Georgia. Is it warm in Georgia? It was warm the last time I was there too. Actually, it's pretty cool at night here in South Florida. Thank you, Robert, for a recent video of you traveling through downtown Tampa. You showed my old neighborhood. Oh, cool. Yeah, that was not so recent, but yeah. That what's your plan for the summer? Any trips to the Keys? Well, this next weekend and the weekend after, I'm going to the Keys. I'm going to try to check off all the little stars that I still have left on that map, which are quite a few. And I lost my mouse. Oh God! You see? Let me show you. Let me show you here. Can I show you Chrome? No, that's not what I wanted to show you. That's okay. This is not working. Why is this not working? There, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to show. You see all those yellow pins? Oh, that's my mom on the other line. I'll call her back. Guys, hold on. Hello? Estoy en vivo en YouTube. Yo te llamo ahora. Okay, where were we? Okay, that's not what I wanted to show you. Well, anyways, all these little places that I have stars on, and sometimes they don't load for some reason. In the phone, they load better. There's this little restaurant here that I've never been to called Shipwrecks that I might go to this time. There's this the Fish House. I've been there once, but I want to go again. I've been to. So you see, there are still a couple of places that I need to go in the Florida Keys. Watching you on my new web-enabled smart TV. Pídele la bendición. Guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta go. I have a date tonight, so let me see if I can find the guitar. Yes, Glebervaldo Souza Rocha. Yes, eu falo espanhol. Can you do an official video for driving to the west? Yes, I am going to do that. Definitely. What's on the menu this evening? I don't know. We're gonna go out, and we'll see. So where's my guitar? Let me sing something for you guys. And we've got 39,503 subscribers. So we've got 4 new subscribers. Well, we've been talking here, and hold on, I'll be right back. I'll put the microphone down here, but the last time it was distorting pretty bad, and I can never figure out the chords. can't believe I watched your whole Canada video. It was awesome. Oh, thank you so much. And I'm putting all that stuff on Amazon as well, by the way. So if you go to Amazon and search for amazon.com/v/traveling Robert, you can watch my videos if you have Prime. And I'm come to Philly. Definitely going to Philly in late September. Into the sunset, driving to the west. Driving to the west. Oh, my voice is it's cold. Maybe because of the beer. Driving to the west. Driving to New Mexico, Arizona, even California. I'm gonna get my kicks on 66. The mountains and the desert are my fix. Driving to the west in my RV is where I wanna be. Driving to the west. Oh, driving to the west. You know I change the lyrics once in a while. Driving to the west. Driving to the west. Oh, baby. Driving to Utah, Colorado. Even is my motto. I forgot the lyrics to my own song. I can't believe it on my own. Driving to the west in my RV is where I wanna be. Oh, that was a high note. Guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next Friday. Same time, same YouTube channel, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 2300 UTC, right here on Traveling Robert, rvvlog.com. So, thank you so much.